Welcome to the Caribbean Edge. My name is Dawn Wilson. I'm your host today, as I have 4 brave couples that have joined me tonight for the Love Bowl. So they have no idea what questions will be asked today. And we will keep score because we do have a sponsor for tonight's show called Muscle Lab. And they have provided the winner of tonight's Love Bowl with a gift basket. And that gift basket contains a body butter scrub, angel milk musk bar. So it's going to be a nice gift basket to the winner. But regardless, these couples did not know that they would even win a prize, so they're here of their own free will. Now, if you're under, I would say 18, you should not watch this episode, just because I don't know what your parents want you to watch. So nothing too risky, nothing anything, but these couples will introduce themselves. They are all actually married, and they all actually love their partners. So there won't be anyone sleeping on the sofa or in the garage, as far as I know, if they get the answers wrong. We will keep tabs. We have a beautiful volunteer, Sharon, in the background, keeping tabs for us tonight as we have fun with the couple. So thank you, everyone, for joining. And I'm going to start with the Edwards. Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Edwards. Can you tell us about yourselves, where you're from, and welcome to TCE.
Thank you, Dawn. Thank you for having us.
Thank
and
you.
I'll speak for both of us, and then because Kim does all the talking most of the time, so I'll change this time. So Kim Edwards, she's from New York, born in New York, came to Georgia where we met. I myself, I'm from Jamaica. I came here at age 19. I won't say many years ago, but we both live here in the Metro Atlanta area. We have 3 kids, been married for 25 years. My oldest daughter is 22. My son, middle son, turns 20 next week. And the youngest, Kyle, is 13. And that's just a brief intro to who we are. Kevin and Kim, all the Ks. And all our families named are with K.
Wow. And we've had the pleasure of having young Kyle on the Caribbean Edge Kids Show twice. So welcome. It's good to have his parents for a little torturous night tonight.
All right.
Tell us a fun fact about your husband, Kim.
About Kevin? Okay. So most times, because Kevin is quiet, I'm the talker. He's the more quiet one. People always think that he's mean, but he's actually not. He's a jokester and a prankster. He's lots of fun. And he illustrates for me. And he illustrated one of my children's books.
Very nice. Glad to have you both on the show. Thank you. And just so you guys know, Kim works hard behind the scenes too for the Caribbean Edge Kids. So we appreciate her times 10 and her family for their time as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
And Laverne Gordon is no stranger to the Caribbean Edge. She's joined us before, but we've not met her lovely husband. So tell us about you, lovely couple, how long you've been married, where you're from.
Sure. So Carson and Laverne Gordon, I'm from Trinidad, a town called Laventille, and Carson is from Jamaica, St. Mary's, Jamaica. And we are approaching our 9th year of marriage this year in August, God's willing. And we live probably, I'd say, about 25 minutes outside of Boston, Massachusetts.
Nice, beautiful. So there's some Caribbean people on here. Sure. Big things are going.
Big things are going.
Always.
All right, so let's switch over to the Hooks. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Hooks. Welcome.
How you doing? I'm Mario Hooks. This is my wife, Arena Hooks. We met, I guess 20 years ago. We've been together for like 18 years, married for 10 years in November. It's my other half that completes me, even though, she's the complete opposite in everything. and vice versa. But you know, we make it work.
Well, they do say opposites do attract, and apparently you attract each other in a beautiful way because you've been married for 10 years?
What, November? Yeah, we'll be married.
In November. Okay, awesome. We're gonna have fun. And Mr. and Mrs. Pastors, these are pastors joining the Love Bowl, but they're cool pastors because they've been on here before. So I'm a little scared, but at the same time, I know they're super cool. So welcome back, Mr. and Mrs. Williams. Tell us about you.
Well, I'm Kevin and this is Tanya, and we live here in Atlanta, Georgia, in a city called Beaufort. And we've been knowing each other for 33 years, and this May we'll be married for 30 years. This May, and so we're still in love, madly in love with one another. We have two beautiful children, and we're just doing life together, and we enjoying every bit of it.
Wow, that's so beautiful, 30 years. Wow, awesome. So let's dig in, and hopefully Sharon is ready behind the scenes. Viewers, if you have questions, please ask them questions that you want me to ask these lovely couples. We'll put them on the spot. So what we've explained to them thus far, and I want you guys to know the rules, is they will be asked a question. They will then write their answers on their paper or chalkboard, whatever they have, without their partner seeing it. And then if they both have the same answer, they will get a point. If they choose not to answer a question, I gave them a little out there, they will lose 5 points for not answering. And then some of the questions may have a follow-up question, so they also have the opportunity to gain 5 points in addition to the point they have. If their answers don't coincide with each other, then they get 0 points. So as we play along, you'll understand. First question from the Love Bowl is, who gets the last word? Dun, dun, dun. As soon as you finish, you can show us your answer. Kim, so for the Edwards gets 1 point. Uh-oh, the Williams don't agree after 30 years, so they get 0 points. The Hooks get a point, and yes, the Gordons get a point. So 3 couples got a point after that one. Thank you. Don't worry, more chances for you to win.
You know I'm telling the truth.
Oh boy, this one came up pretty quick in the... Okay. Who has the weirdest orgasm face? So, okay, so the Gordons get a point. Yes, the Edwards get a point. And let's see yours, Mr. Williams. No, Mr. Williams. Yes, the Williams get a point, and the Hooks get 0 points. They disagree on that answer. Okay, so it looks like right now, if my math is correct, the Edwards and the Gordons are leading the point. Everyone answered, so we're in for a fun ride. Who snores the loudest?
My kids are watching.
Who snores the loudest? Okay, so the Edwards get 0 points because they disagree. Let's see. Who snores the loudest? Yeah, so the Hooks get a point. I've not seen Mr. Williams. The Gordons get a point. And I believe the Williams get a point. Let me see your, again, Mrs. Williams. Yes, so the Williams get a point. Okay, Sharon. And the Edwards get a point. right? You both had Kim snoring the loudest. Okay.
Yes.
Y'all telling y'all business out there. All right. Who is most annoying? Kevin, so the Edwards got a point. Gordon's got a point. The Hooks don't get a point because they disagree. They both said each other. And we need to see Mr. Williams' board. Yeah, so the Williams get a point too. Oh boy, I hope Sharon's keeping up with this. All right, who is the better cook? That should be easy. Okay. All right, so the Gordons get a point. I can't see, okay, let's see Kevin's. Can't see your board, Kevin. So the Edwards get a point, the Hooks get a point, and let's see the Williamses. I need to see Mr. Williams' board. Oh, yeah, so it's Mr. Williams, they get a point too, the Williams do. Who is the laziest in bed? The laziest in bed. The Edwards get a point.
What if you're both enthusiastic? What if you both put in work?
Be lazier than the other. So let me see the Hooks. The Williams get a point. And the Hooks get a point, and the Gordons get a point. Okay.
That means sex.
Huh?
And when you say lazy in bed, you talking about sex?
I don't know, however you both
Oh,
interpret
okay.
Would your partner prefer if you were hairless or as hairy as a gorilla? So does your partner prefer hair or no hair? Uh-oh, the Edwards disagree, so no points for the, okay, the Gordons get a point, the Hooks get a point, and let me see Mr. Williams. So no hair, so the Williams get a point as well, okay. All right. Who is the noisiest when having sex? Okay, the Edwards don't get a point. The Hooks get a point, and let's see where the Williams are. Okay, yeah, so the Williams get a point as well. And I'm gonna check the chat to see if we have any questions. The Gordons get a point. So let's see where we are, if anyone's asking you guys any specific questions.
I'm sorry, Dawn.
Uh-huh.
You said the Williams got a point as well?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Neil says that's a weird question. Come on, Neil, give me some questions then if they're so weird. So everyone's saying hello, and this is hilarious. Who is more stubborn? Okay, so the Gordons get a point. The Edwards get a point. Let me see yours, Mrs. Williams. You get 0 points because you're both saying yourself, and the Hooks get a point. I don't know if the Williams are just being nice to each other over there. Okay, this is a fun one. Who has the smelliest farts? Okay, Gordon's get a point. The Edwards don't get a point. point. And let's see where the Williams are. They agree that Kevin has the smelliest farts. So we're finding out about these pastors. All right. It doesn't mean you will do it, but if someone chose to do it, who would more likely steal from a hotel room? Okay, so the Gordons get a point, the Edwards get a point, the Williams get a point, and the Hooks get 0 points because they all pointed fingers on each other. There's going to be some conversations tonight about that one. I can see it coming. Okay, so let's see. Can't use this one because it's individualized. Who is more attractive? Okay, so the Gordons get a point. Let's see your answer, Mr. Edwards. The Edwards gets a point. The Hooks get nothing. And let me see the Williams again. So the Williams get a point too.
Yeah, y'all too funny.
But I'm glad the Hooks think that they're both attractive. They didn't want to pick from each other. That's cute. Okay, who takes up more room in the bed? Okay, so I see the Gordons agree it's Laverne. How about the Edwards? Yes, Kim? Oh my. And okay, the Hooks agree. And can I see Mr. Williams's answer? Yes, so the Williams also get a point. Who is more likely to get fired? Okay, so Gordons get a point, the Edwards get a point, the Hooks get a point, and let's see the Williams. They both took responsibility, so they get 0 points. Wow, interesting. All right, this is a bonus question. So you'll get 1 point if you both agree and an extra 5 points if you carry it out. Who is the best singer? Okay, so the Gordons agree. The Edwards agree, they get a point each. Can I see Mr. Williams? Okay, so the Williams get a point. And I'm waiting on Ariana here. Okay, she gets a point too. So the Hooks agree and she's delighted. Okay, so who wants to sing so you get 5 extra points to prove your partner right? Okay, so the Edwards are gonna go first.
Okay.
You know I'm no beginner. My heart's been to the wall. I'm a tried and true romantic who's seen and done it all. But when I walked into your life, I think got crossed up.
That is beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, so the Gordons were next to volunteer, so they get 5 extra points for that, for the Edwards.
Well, you're stomping us, so I'm just gonna sing a kiddie gospel song. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world.
I do.
In his hands, he's got the whole world.
What is that?
In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands.
Come again.
Hey.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, we have some great singers. Okay, so Mario, you're gonna sing for those 5 bonus points.
No.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So they get 1 point, but not 5.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Be brave.
Look at you do.
How about the Williams? Are you going for those extra 5 points?
Yeah, I follow the trend. I'll sing a little gospel song. I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice to worship you. Oh, my soul, rejoice. That's it.
Very nice. So we do have some talented singers here. Oh, beautiful. So I believe I saw a step-up question from Michelle McLean. Hi, Michelle. She says, who is more attractive? So she
think
wants
you
to know
asked that
of the
already,
couple, who is more attractive?
I think you asked that earlier.
Yeah, you asked that already.
Okay.
That one.
All right, so we'll skip that. Come on, viewers, if you have some questions, I'll be glad to ask the couples. Okay, let's see what came out of our bowl now. Okay, so for the guys, what is your wife's favorite body part of herself? And wife, you gotta write your answer down, by the way. So we can see if your husband got it right. So husbands, whenever you're ready, okay. Mrs. Gordon, yep, he got it right, it's your butt. Okay, so let's go to the hooks. Face and smile, okay, yes, you got it right, the hooks, thank you. How about the Edwards? Uh-oh, he said your face and you said your legs. Oh, but that's so cute, thank you. And the Williams, Mr. Williams. Oh, boy. So Pastor Williams said the breast and she said the face. So obviously they don't get a point. So we're gonna reverse that question. That was a good one. So wives, what is your husband's favorite body part? And then husbands, write it down. All right, so let's start with Mrs. Williams. Does she have a, okay, I think the Gordons are ready for us. So the Gordons got it right. They have the chest. There we go. And let's see. Well, we'll give it to the hooks. They said smiling face. How about the Edwards? He said chest, she said stomach. So no, no points for the Edwards. And the Williams, let's see your answer, Mr. Williams. He said butt. He's this body part person, and she said face, smile. So no points for the Edwards. Let's see. And I think Monique had a question. She says, who, and this is for couples, who plans the best family vacations? That's a safe one. Laverne, so the Gordons get a point.
Answer the question
Ask the
again.
question again.
Who plans the best vacations? Yeah, so the Edwards gets it right, so they get a point. The hooks get it right because it's Ariana. And let's see what Mrs. Williams says. Uh-oh, they get it, they both think they do. So the Williams get 0 points for that one. It's a good thing you guys are married 30 years. Who is the most argumentative? Okay, so the Gordons, Laverne again, so they get a point. The Hooks, they get a point. Ariana is the most. The Edwards get a point. The Kim's the most. And how about the Williams? I see yours, Mrs. Williams. Yes, they get a point too. So, wow, Kevin's the only guy. All the rest were women. Okay, very interesting survey right there. Who spends the most time on the phone? The Gordons are in sync. The Hooks are in sync. They get a point. Kevin spends most time on the phone. Mr. Williams are in sync, and the Edwards are in sync. Wow, very interesting survey here. Lily Pittman, thanks for the question. Lily wants to know, where would your favorite vacation place be? Let's see if it's the same. Your favorite vacation place. Okay, so let me look at the Edwards. The Edwards, the husband says Turks, and I love Turks and Caicos, and his wife says France. So 0 points for the Edwards. Both the Hooks get it right. They're going to Cancun. And the Gordon says Turks and Caicos together. A lot of people love Turks and Caicos. I did not realize that. And the Williams, I see Mrs. Williams, let's see Mr. Williams, Hawaii, beautiful. I have family in Turks. I love Turks and Caicos. It's so peaceful and tranquil. And that's one place you can just leave your laptop on the beach and just go in the clear water. And when you come back, it's still there. It's just tranquil and nice. Laverne's agreeing, right?
That was the exact experience we had. We loved it there.
Yes, very beautiful place. And no, I need to go there soon because my family is there. Marsha McDonald wants to know, what is your spouse's favorite movie that they would watch over and over again? So I'm going to ask the men to answer that. And then the women, you still write down your answer so we can see if your husband's got it right. Favorite movie, thanks for that question. Pulp Fiction, the Hooks are on for a point. I can't see Mr. Edwards, but the Titans is what Kim wrote. Chocolate? So no, the Edwards do not get a point because he couldn't guess
Yeah,
the
chocolate,
favorite
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
No for the Gordons. They have Mafia and anything Marvel. And how about the Williams? Okay, let's see what Mr. Williams wrote. Can't hear you, Mr. Williams.
Do I write her movie?
Yes,
we-
what would
we
be her
misunderstood.
favorite movie?
And was that supposed to be
Misunderstood,
this movie?
I thought we were supposed to write each other's.
No.
Oh,
He's gonna write your favorite movie.
okay.
Oh.
And you write it down so we see if he got it right.
Oh,
misunderstood.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Can we get a
All
read
right,
on
so
that?
we can scrap that one. Everyone agrees
Okay.
to scrap that one. Looks like we have multiple people.
Okay.
Okay, so back to a couple questions. You can write separately. Who is best at keeping secrets? So let me see Mrs. Williams again. So Mr. and Mrs. Williams got a point. The Hooks got a point. The Gordons got a point. And the Edwards got a point. Everyone got a point. Let's see if anyone else asked a question, because I definitely want to include our viewers here. Neil is behaving because his wife is watching. Okay, Mish McLean had a question. Thank you, Mish, for joining tonight. And she wants to know, what is your partner's biggest fear? So I think the women should write down what you think your husband's biggest fear is. And then the husband, write down your biggest fear, and we'll see if your answers coincide. So women, what is your husband's biggest fear? Okay, let's see what Mrs. Edwards said. Oh, not making me happy, but that wasn't the answer. He's more afraid of heights. But that was cute. Okay, they both had failure for the hooks, so the hooks get a point. Thank you. And let me see what Mr. Williams wrote. He said speaking in public, and Mrs. Williams said not having money. So 0 for the Williams. And let's see what Mr. Gordon said. They both got it right? What did Mr. Gordon put? You got to show us yours. Mr. Gordon, we can't see Mr. Gordon's. We see yours. Oh, rats. Okay, awesome. So the Gordon's got a point.
Hey,
He's
Dawn,
afraid of rats. Yeah, I am too. I wouldn't want a rat around.
hey, Dawn,
Okay. Uh-huh.
I thought we was writing each other. Like what I think that
No, you guys gotta listen up.
Oh,
That's why I said the wife has to write what the husband's biggest fear is, and then you write it so we can see if she got it right.
okay. Yeah, I would have got that. I don't understand the question.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So let's see. Now it's the husband's time to write what you think the wife's answer is. Let's put it this way. And wife, you answer. So I'm going to need to see the husband's response first and then your response, okay? So husbands, did your wife ever fake it? Wife, write your answer. And I mean fake it with your husband, not so. Husband, let's see your answer. So, okay, so hold on a second. The Gordon said, well, let me see Laverne's answer. So they both said no, so they get a point. Okay, so Mrs. Williams, can I see your answer? She put no and he put yes. So they're gonna have a conversation after. I see Kevin's answer. And Kim. Okay, so she said no, he said no, and you said yes, Kim. So no points for the Edwards. And the Hooks got it right. They got 1 point. So they don't think she faked it in there. Very interesting. I should reverse that, guys. So now the women get to answer. Do you think your husband has ever faked it? Can a man fake it? Well, they're answering. He said, okay, so everyone gets a point for that one. Because that doesn't count. I don't know if can a guy fake it? I don't know. Guys in the chat, maybe you can let us know. I don't know the answer to that one. I need clarification if someone can put that in the chat for us to tell us from a guy, or maybe women know. I don't know. Can a guy fake? Okay, I will keep answering and I'll see what the viewers tell me because I really don't know. I never thought of that. Yeah, we see that Mario. Mario says he can't. But can other guys in this, can you? No? Okay. Okay. Who is most likely to get a speeding ticket? Laverne is like the rebel. So the Gordons get a point. The Edwards get a point. The Hooks get a point, and let me see the Williams. Okay, the Williams also get a point. The women are some rebels over here. Oh, look at y'all. Ooh, this one's scary. Not that you would do this because you guys are such nice, beautiful people, but who would most likely murder someone? So the Gordons get it right. They're together. The Hooks get it right. The Edwards, 0 points because they're both pointing fingers at each other. And the Williams got a point because Mr. Williams, pastor, I'm so surprised.
I love God with all my heart, but you know, hey, some things you're still working on. Amen.
Better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Come on.
So here's a question from the viewers. What is the men's biggest turn on? So the men would have to tell us what's the biggest turn on for your wife, about your wife. And then your wife would probably have to try to guess what the biggest turn on if he got it right. So husbands, what's your biggest turn on for your wife, about your wife? What turns you on about her? Ooh, let's see if Mr. Williams got it right. So let's go with Mrs. Williams. Well, he said your whole body and you said legs. So let's see what Mr. Gordon said. The biggest turn on for you, Mr. Gordon. When she walks naked and then she says me naked. So absolutely, but you better walk. So the Gordons get a point. The Edwards get a point with the butt and touch the butt. Yep. And so me period, but you naked. So the Hooks also get a point. Everybody loves seeing each other naked on this panel. This is a naked panel, fantasy panel. All right, so let's see. Where does your partner, so I'll ask the women this, where does your husband like to be kissed? Husband, write your answer separately so we can see if your wife got that right. Okay, so the Hooks got it because it's the ears. The Edwards didn't get it because Kevin said the neck and Kim says the eyes. The Gordons got it. They both said the neck. And let's see, I think I need to see Mr. Williams again. He said chest and she said neck. So 0 for the Williams. I wonder where we are with the tallies. See who is leading here.
So, Dawn?
Yes.
Yeah, so we have the Gordons in the lead at 34 points, followed by the Hooks, 25 points, and the Edwards and the Williams are tied at 24 points.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, Sharon.
You're welcome. So there's time to catch up the Gordons, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Who has the better looking friend?
I want a bonus.
I know, right? I'm gonna think of a bonus. Who has the better looking friends? Okay, so the Gordon says Laverne does, so that's 1 point. Ariana, so the Hooks get a point. Kim has the better looking friends, so the Edwards get a point. And let's see, Mr. Williams. Okay, he gets a point. It would have been scary if you said your husband has better looking friends. All right, it's good. Guys in the chat, give me a bonus question, something really, really tricky, but they'll be able to perform it and get an extra 5 points. Let's see. I know, right, Neil? The men will always say the women have better points. So we need some bonus questions here, guys. Who is the smartest? Okay, so the Edwards get it, the Gordons get it, Ariana for the Hooks gets it, and the Williams, let's see, Mr. Williams? He said his wife is smarter. Very good answer. So the Williams also gets the point. Who is most likely to get arrested? Okay, I already knew it was Laverne. So the Gordons get a point, just the way this night's been going for the Gordons. She's like the rebel. The Hooks, you don't get it because you're both pointing fingers at each other who would most likely get arrested. So the Hooks are 0. The Edwards, Kim. Wow, Kim. The Edwards get a point. And let's see the Williams. Where are we? Let's see what Mr. Williams gave us. He said he would. So Pastor Williams is the risky one over there. Let's see. Who has the worst morning breath? Okay, see, Mr. Williams, I'm waiting. So Kevin does for the Edwards. So the Edwards get a point. The Gordons get a point because they agree it's the husband. The Hooks get a point because it's the man. And the Williams get a point. So the men have the worst breath. What's going on, dudes? What's going on with them stinky mouths? Let's see who else. Okay, so guys, hopefully you know this. What's your wife's shoe size? And women, write it down so we see if your husband gets it. Okay, the Hooks got it. The Edwards got it, I guess. He had 6, she had 6.5. The Gordons got it with 9, and let's see what the Williams say. Okay, let's see what Mr. Williams says. Uh-oh, the Williams get 0. Mr. Williams doesn't buy the shoes in the house. You get 5 bonus points for this one. But no, well, let's see what happens. Who looks better naked? Oh, so the Gordons get a point. The Edwards don't get a point because they think each other looks good. The Hooks get a point. And let's see, whose board is that for the Williams? That's Mrs. Williams. No, Mr. Williams. So let's see Mrs. Williams. They don't get a point because they both think they themselves look better naked. Now, anyone taking up the bonus points on that one? That's a bonus point question. Thank you for not taking us up on that one. Who has the better dress sense? See, he wasn't willing to sing Ariana, but he's willing to take that up. I don't get it. Okay, the best dress sense would be the Gordons. They got it right with Laverne. That black and white dress was killing, by the way, but you always look smashing. And the Edwards, Kim got it there. Thank you. The Edwards get a point.
What was the question?
You can hear the question.
The best dressed, the best, I think it was the best dress.
Oh,
Best dress sense.
Dress.
So the Hooks get the point. And the Williams get a point. They agree. So Kevin is the best dressed that will be arrested and that would more likely murder someone.
Pray for me. Pray for me. Y'all gotta pray for me.
And so Miss McLean wants to know who is the better dancer? Ah, good question. I like that one. And Lisa says, my husband will never buy me shoes. He's afraid I'll leave. Okay. So Laverne is the best on that. So the Gordons get one, the Edwards get one. The Hooks don't get one because they both think it's themselves. And I see Mrs. Williams. Okay, they get a point. The Williams get a point. All right, so you could write this as a couple. If as you won the lottery, what would you buy first? What is the first thing you think as a couple you'd buy? So write your answers separately and see if you know your partner well enough what you'd buy as a couple. If you won the lottery. Okay, I see Mrs. Williams. Yes, they both would buy a house, so they get a point. Okay, so I see that was Laverne's. Okay, so the Hooks get a point. They would get a house first, so that's awesome. Let's see what Mr. Gordon said. House for the parents. They both said that. Awesome. And Kim and Kevin, and they didn't get that one. The Edwards one would get a soccer field and Europe. Okay, so you guys need to discuss that. Where would, you know, like separately, if you won the lottery. So make sure you're playing it. Who has a better taste in music? And it is reggae month, by the way. So the Gordons get a point, the Edwards get a point, the Hooks get a point, and the Williams. Tanya, so the Williams get a point as well. Wow. All right, let's see. Who would win a dance-off? Okay, so the Gordons agree it's Laverne, the Edwards agree it's Kevin. The Hooks disagree. They're very competitive in that household. And let's see what, is that Mr. Williams? No, that's Mrs. Williams. So yes, they agree that Pastor Williams, Mr. Williams would win. And who is more vain? So Laverne and Carson agree it's Carson. The Edwards agree it's Kim. So they all get a point. The Hooks disagree. They both claim responsibility for that one. And let's see what Mrs. Williams says. Yes, they agree that it's Pastor Kevin. He's a rebel. So let's see if we have any questions from our audience. Mish is posing a question for the men. She says, what is the most daring thing your wife has done? And wife, write it on your board, your answer, but it's the husband. So we need to see the husband's answer first, then we'll see your answer and see if your husband got it right. What is the most daring thing your wife has done? So Kevin says, approach his mom. Kim, what's your answer? Let's see what Kim says.
I couldn't come up with anything because I've done so much.
So 0 points for the Edwards. Your poor mom. Oh my gosh, I hope she's not watching this. She's watching. Well, she's
She's a
Jamaican.
Jamaican woman,
She's a Jamaican woman, so she gotta claim that. Yeah, that's risky.
and we're both
approaching a-
feisty alike.
Yeah, it's a daring thing to approach a Jamaican mama, even a Caribbean mama, right? Wow. Yeah, my kids have that fear too. The Hook said nothing really, so they play it safe down there. Okay, so 0 points because y'all didn't answer, give us anything. All right, and Lover, what's your answer for what you think your husband's gonna say? Hang gliding. So yes, they got that right. Wow. Okay, so I think that's Mrs. Williams' answer. Let's see what Mr. Williams wrote, or is it Mr. Williams? Mr. Williams, we got your answer. And Mrs. Williams says roller coasting, which is different than your answer. So nothing there. As far as daring. Okay, so we're gonna have one more question. We're gonna ask, unless the audience asks something else. Okay, we got another question from the audience. And Neil says, who will walk out in an argument? So let's see if you agree on that one. Okay, so Kim and Kevin, 0 points. You both point at each other. The Gordons got it right. You know, Lavorne is a little feisty one over there. And the Hooks got it right. It's Mario. Let's see what the Edwards says. Let's see yours again, Mrs. Williams. They both took responsibility. So 0 points for the Williams on that one. Okay, let's see. I have another question. Who is the better driver? Okay, so the Gordons got it right. Kim and Kevin disagree. Kevin thinks it's him and Kim thinks it's her. And the Hooks got it wrong too. Well, they disagreed, so they both got it right. So 0 points because they both think they're the better driver. That's a funny one. And then let's see what Mr. Williams said. He said Tanya, so he agrees with his wife. And I understand that, Pastor Williams, because you're the wild one over there. So she's probably the better, safer driver. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He gets no ticket.
You might murder someone. So Chris Liv, thank you, Chris, for your question, says, and both of you can answer, whips or whipped cream? Whip or whipped cream? What do you think your partner prefers, whip or whipped cream? Thank you for that question. Okay, I see Mrs. Hook wrote her answer pretty quick, and they agree with whipped cream. But the Edwards also get a point. They get whipped cream. Let's see what the Williams said. One said whipped cream. The Williams get a point, whipped cream. And the Gordons, y'all don't get a point because y'all said neither and none. At least your answers are similar, but you had to pick one. So everyone got a point but the Gordons. So let's see if we have Dr. Francis, thanks for joining, says, who likes food the most? So we're wrapping up. We're just taking any last minute questions from our viewers. Thank you for tuning in, viewers.
Question, please.
Who likes the most food? Who likes food the most? So the Gordons got it right. It's Laverne, as tiny as you are. Interesting. And the Hooks got a point. They say it's no, they don't get a, yeah, they get a point because it's Mario. Cam likes the most food, the Edwards and the Williams. Let's see. Yep, the Williams also get a point. Terry says, Terry Metters Jr., thanks for joining, says, who is the biggest sports fan? So Laverne, they both says Carson is. The Edwards says Kevin is. So they all get a point there. The Mario, the Hooks say they're both the biggest sports fans, so they get 0 points. And let's see, Mr. Williams. Oh, that was Mr. Williams. So the Williams get a point for that as well. And Neil Martin asked this question. This is a good one too. If you have kids, I think everyone has kids, who gets called first when they're in trouble? The Hooks were off the hook with that one. So the Hooks get a point because it's Ariana. The Edwards get a point. It's Kim. The Carsons get a point as well because it's CJ. And let's see the Williams. I see one. Okay, let's see what Mr. Williams said. They do not get a point because they both think that they get called first. So let's see if I have any other questions. Terry says, who is the messiest in the family? Telling y'all business. Who is the messiest? Okay. So the Gordons agree that it's the husband. The Hooks, I don't know, viewers tell me if they should get it. They said it's the kids. They're not even saying it's each other. But they both have the same answer. It's the kids. So I think we should give it to them. The Edwards disagree. They're pointing fingers at each other. And the Williams agree that it's Mr. Williams, Pastor Williams, that is the messiest. Lisa Royce wants to know who is the most adventurous? Is it sexually? Yeah, who is the most sexually adventurous? We're going to put that in there. Okay, so they say Laverne for the Gordons, so the Gordons get a point. The Edwards say Kim, so they get a point. Mario for the Hooks, so the Hooks get a point. And the Williams disagree. They think that they themselves are the most adventurous. So while Sharon is giving us our final tally to see who our winning couple is tonight, I want to thank all the viewers for participating. It was certainly fun, and we appreciate the questions that you posed in the chat for the couples. So I'm going to go to the couples because Sharon's working behind the scenes, getting our score for us, and just ask the couples to just tell us if you enjoy the show today, what you want to say to people for Valentine's Day coming up, and anything special you want to say tonight. It's your night. So let's start out with the Williams. First of all, thank you all for participating and being such a good sport. So the Williams, Pastor Williams, they're both pastors, so thank you.
Well, first of all, I enjoyed the show tonight. I actually learned a lot about what she don't know about me, but anyway. But if I can share anything with couples that is during this pandemic, when it's been challenging, I'm glad to see that couples are still together and still making it work. I know it's been some challenges, but it's worth staying together. It's worth being together, and marriage rocks.
Yes, yes, yes. And
Thank you. And so well said. It's beautiful to see couples that love each other, that can laugh and have fun together. And it's amazing, especially for single people. You know, we look at you guys and say, wow, you know, here's couples that are making it. So thank you for sharing with us and having fun. So how about the Edwards?
Yeah, similar. Just, you know, as a couple, I think one of the big things that we try to do is to kind of just be there for each other. You know, no one is perfect, and to accept and acknowledge who we are, our strengths and our weaknesses. There's times when I lean on her for support. Sometimes she lean on me for support, but just to know that as a couple, we can knock things out. So that's what I'm portraying out there. And, you know, that's what I wish for other couples too. 25 years and going, so.
And
Yeah.
also to have fun.
Yep.
I mean, if you decide that you're going to be with this person for the rest of your life, like fun is just not for young people. We actually have fun together, and actually like Kevin. That's important, because you know you can love somebody and not like them. So
Yeah.
have fun, like just have fun.
Yeah. So when Michelle and I thought of this show, we thought of just, you know, portraying fun, and that couples still have fun, and still, even if you don't even get the answers right, that's not what it's about. But the mere fact that you can come on here and have fun together as a couple and show that there's love out there, people are still enjoying being married. It's just beautiful and amazing. So thank you both. And I know of a recent thing, I'm going to put Kim and her husband a little bit on the spot, but they went out of their way recently, and I won't go into details, just to support a family in need in Jamaica. And, you know, Kim was involved in our group chat, and her husband supported it, and they really reached out to this family and impacted their lives. So a family that really needed help. And so I just want to say, a beautiful couple that support each other, and you supported your wife's decision and reached out to a family in need. So thank you both for being just super. We were all in tears, by the way. It just shows that support when your wife believes in something, that you could actually say yes. And it was a gift from her and her husband, and that was nice. So thank you both. And we'll go to the hooks. Tell us about you guys. Any messages you want to give out for Valentine's Day?
Yes, continue to learn new ways to love each other. It may get rocky, it may get hard, but at the end of the day, you fell in love for a particular reason. Communication is the key. You know, if you don't communicate, you don't know what the other one is thinking. So although we're total opposites, because we communicate, we know how to converse, it allows us to overcome any challenges. So, oh yes, have fun, have fun. He's very sarcastic. He's very sarcastic. So we have a very comical house. Just have fun, and when you have struggles, have fun during the struggles as well.
Right, and basically the main thing you want to do is keep the communication open, keep the love going. You know, I mean, most of the time, one of us look like something's wrong, and if you just sit there and think like, man, what's wrong with her? You know, it'll snowball into something bigger, and ain't even nothing wrong. So you know, you just gotta keep the communication open, and be understanding and there for each other whenever one another need each other.
Thank you both. Bonus question, bonus point, bonus kiss. I love it. Thank you. We so appreciate meeting you and having fun with you tonight. And we're gonna tell your kids you said they're messy, by the way.
They're watching. They're watching right now. We hear them like laughing in the other room. They're watching.
They're gonna clean up the room so you can't say that again. There you go. Thank you. It was beautiful meeting you both. And the Gordons. Oh my God, I learned so much about Laverne tonight. She's like a rebel over there. So tell us about you and what you want to tell everyone about your love and marriage and Valentine's Day. Anything else?
Yeah, I would say first thing is to always communicate, you know, celebrate each other. That's very important, you know. And marriage is tough, but never give up.
No, yeah.
And always find something that y'all do together. Like for example, like watch a movie together once in a while, and just, you know, just relax and, you know, just be there.
Yeah, it's important to date each other. Continue to date each other. Find new ways of spending time together. It's not a waste. It always, I think it heightens the relationship as you go along. And I think that's one of the things we're good at is always trying to find ways to
And have fun. And she likes to laugh, you know.
I do like to laugh. I do, and he's the funny one. So he's, somebody else. I think another husband is the prankster.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Yeah, right,
Edward.
the Mario.
Yeah,
That's him. So we're always laughing. We're always having a good time. So yeah, always
That's
try to do that
awesome.
and put God first. Gosh, yeah, praying
Mhm.
at the helm, keep him at the helm, and everything.
Absolutely. What wonderful words. And thank you all. Having fun is such a major thing, whether you're a couple, not a couple, in those days that, things get dark, just motivate yourself and everything else. But there was one question that came up, but I am going to say who the winners are. I want to thank Sharon, because last minute I asked Sharon behind the scenes to join me and just tally everyone's score and keep us posted. So the results are in. The Williams had 39 points. The Edwards had 39 points. The Hooks had 39 points. And the Gordons had 55 points. The Gordons, that's because Laverne did everything like, it was like an obvious answer in their relationship, who the troublemaker was. But I hope you all had fun. And there's just one more question that came up, and y'all can just point the finger at the person. And I thank the viewers, but who spends the most money? So it's Laverne, it's Irina, it's Kim, and it's Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams always giving trouble over there. Thank you for tuning in to the Caribbean Edge. Thanks for your participation. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Michelle Hussein, for planning this show. And thank you, my beautiful guests. One love. Keep loving each other. Have a beautiful
Thank
day.
you.
Thank you. Bless up, bless up,
Bye.
bless up.
Good
Happy
night.
Valentine's, guys.